Hi, I'm Jeff Bailey, your instructor, and I want to talk to you today about module number 2, primarily about the assignments and give you some information that'll help you get through them. The first part of the assignment is to read chapter 1. One thing that's common about all of these modules is that they last for 1 week, and your due date is the Sunday after the beginning of the module. The first part of this module's assignment is to read chapter 1. You should read it thoroughly because you'll be taking a quiz on it, and you'll also be doing a written assignment. Let's talk first about the quiz you'll be taking. The quiz is made up of 5 questions. The first 2 are true and false, and the last 3 are multiple choice. They're all taken from chapter 1. You will be given 2 chances to take the quiz, and the score that's recorded in the grade book will be the best of those 2. The next part of the assignments for Module 2 is the 4 functions for management assignment. This is an essay assignment which has a total minimum word count of 400 words. The reason that I stress the number of words in your essay is that it is a very good indicator of the depth of the content. It gives you an idea of what I'm expecting in the essay. The 400 word count does not include a restatement of the question or words that you copy and paste directly out of the textbook. This is meant to be your original words. Since the essay requires this word count, I want to discuss a couple ways that you can fairly easily determine the word count of what you've written. I'm going to discuss 3 separate ways of doing this. The first one is that if you are using Chrome as your browser, Chrome has an add-in that is called the Word Count tool, which you can download for free, and it installs very simply, and it can be obtained by doing a Google search for Google Word Count. And once you find it, it's an app that you simply download and it will install. The way that it works is that you simply highlight the words in Chrome, right-click on the highlighted words, and select Word Count tool, and it will immediately give you the word count for whatever you've highlighted. As I said, this requires that you are using Chrome. If you're using any other browser for doing your assignments, this won't work. Another method that can be used that is a little more laborious, but it works well, is the average word count method. When you use this, what you do is you pick any 2 typical lines of text that you have written. You count the words in these 2 lines and divide by 2. This gives you the average word count for a line. Then you count the number of lines that you've written and multiply the 2 numbers together. This will give you your average total word count for the document. The third method is one that I think is one of the best. If you have any other word processor on your computer, such as Word, WordPad, you can type your essay into it, and it will show you an automatic count of the words at the bottom of the screen. When you're done, you copy and paste it into your assignment page. I like this because it gives you a chance to easily spell check, grammar check, do a lot of things that you can't do within Canvas's program. When you finish your essay and you've gotten your word count, you need to type on the very last separate line, count equals the number. So if you had 400 words, you would put count equals 400. This lets me know at a glance how many words are in it. However, since I use Chrome and the word count tool, I can also verify your count. Now, the essay that you will be producing is based on a question that is described in the essay assignment. The way the essay should be presented is to create 5 separate paragraphs. The first paragraph will be a brief introduction into the functions of management. The next 4 paragraphs will each describe one of the functions of management, and in addition to that, each paragraph will end with an example of how that function applies to a particular type of company. Now, in the textbook, they use a retail business as for their example. I want you, so that you will have unique information, to base your examples on a company which is a technology development company, such as Apple, Google, all of the Silicon Valley companies. If you want to, you can actually make up a company of your own, simply describe it, and then build your examples on it. If you look at the examples in the textbook, which are based on a retail company, you can see the logic of how the function is related to that type of business. You are to take that same logic and apply it to your technology development company. The instructions I've given you on this essay question are repeated in more detail in the actual assignment. And so between the video instructions and the assignment, I think you'll be able to do a very good job. I look forward to seeing your work and to see you again in the next module.